and sit down.
Three, two, one.
Here we go!
I done pressed the wrong button.
I was like, whoa, that was new. Didn't expect that. I thought maybe it was going to be your assistant coming on again.
Yeah, no, Christine didn't. It's Sunday. I don't make her work on Sundays. So I'm not. She likes to go to church and stuff. Repent for her wild, crazy Saturday nights where she's out on the town dancing on bar tops. She's a crazy one.
She is.
Yeah.
Well, Andy, this is an odd day for us, isn't it? It's Sunday morning. What the heck are we doing here on a Sunday morning?
I don't know. We went to a show yesterday in Spartanburg, South Carolina, and did not go set up or anything. We just went down there to peruse and see some dealers that we know and buy some Funko books. So we did. We bought some funny books, and we thought, you know what? Let's just jump on, do a little quick stream, and show the Funko books.
You know, why not? And I'm just going to give a shout out, Sam Finley. This was his first convention, I believe. It's in Spartanburg, and you know what? It was good seeing everybody. It was a nice setup. I thought he did a really nice job for the first one. There was a pretty decent turnout. It was at a fairgrounds, kind of never been there before. It was a good setup. So it was a great day. Some of our friends, good morning, Pop. Glad to see you on, especially since this was unannounced. And anyway, Sam, great job. And it was good seeing Carl and Jackson and Joe and Richard and all the guys that we bought comics from. It was a great, great, fun show, maskless show. It was great. We enjoyed the hell out of it.
It was good times. So should we go back and forth? Like I show one, you show one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So this wasn't on any list I had, but it's a Fighting American from Harvey Comics back from 1966, I believe. Hyper Kaiju, we're showing loot. Good morning, Jay Lee. Everybody, thank you for joining. So this is a Fighting American. It's, Jack Kirby, Joe Simon created Fighting American. And this is right at the cusp when you could see Kirby make that artistic change to what he does, what he was known for with the dynamics and the Kirby squiggles and the figures and stuff. And like it says, it is the special origin story of the Fighting American. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. Giant size Harvey Thriller, #1. So there you go.
Speaking of giant size, I'm going to give a shout out to Big Carl, my 7-foot buddy, who I bought these from, and I bought a bunch from Carl yesterday. I do kind of like, so I picked up Astonishing Tales. And I picked up a number of them. These are, for me, I was just filling in holes yesterday, holes in some of my runs. But I wound up with issues 27, which, of course, is Rich Buckler. 28, also Rich Buckler. This is all the Deathlock stuff. I needed issue 30, also Rich. 31. I think Gene Colan had done that one. Another Rich, 32. 33, I wound up Rich, and I think also Rich, 34. This is a good run. I think I had a lot of them at one time, and I wound up getting rid of it. now I'm just coming back in. Carl had them. They're in pretty decent shape. What the heck? I'll pick them up again. And I do love that. I do love that run of Astonishing Tales.
I had a couple of those with no covers. I could have sweat you real cheap.
Yeah, Carl sweated me cheap enough with covers, so I'm super happy.
Oh, my books need to have covers. Me.
I am a snob that way, yes.
You are a snob that, I shouldn't even poke fun. I already put them away, so I can't show them. But I actually picked up 2 Green Lanterns from the Silver Age, 72 and 73. I've had those 2 comics for years with no covers. And I've been looking for them for a good price, so I finally got them with covers. So the coverless ones can go on my spin rack. But I picked up this sweet Batman. I've got a list of Batmans I want, specifically because they're drawn by Don Newton. I don't believe this is the first appearance of Deadshot. I think that might be the issue before, which I also have. Something is key about this, though. Actually, it's weird. These Don Newton issues, I don't know if it's because what numbers they are in the run. I'm not sure, but it seems like all these Don Newton issues are like $10 or more. And I don't know if it's because of him or if it's because of the numbering, like the time period, because this is 1984. This specific one is 369, and it's not his first appearance because the cover says Deadshot is back. I do have his first appearance. So I don't know why these are so expensive, but, it's Don Newton art. If you're a Don Newton fan, his Batman is a sight to behold.
Well, that time period, the books from the 70s and early to mid 80s, they're starting to pop right now. So yeah. It's just the natural swing. A lot of your older comic books are.
Yeah.
These I also got from Big Carl. So this is going to be, I'll go through these. I picked up 3 of my older Avengers that I needed to fill holes. This one's issue 45, which is the Super Adaptoid. Don Heck, that's always good. Yeah. It's in okay shape. These aren't X-Men, so I'm not nearly as picky.
I don't think Dennis likes Fig Newtons. I love Fig Newtons. Do you like those guys?
I do not like Fig.
Really?
If I were stuck on a desert island with the 7 comic books that we had from when we had Aaron Lepresti on, and Fig Newtons were the only food out there, I would probably survive because I would force myself to eat them. That would be about the extent of it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you'd survive because you would force yourself to eat the paper from the comics.
Oh, no, I wouldn't eat the comics. I would read them.
Over and over.
I picked up issue 46, and that one, of course, is John Buscema.
Hell yeah, it is.
Come on, man. I know.
Come on, Fig Newton.
I know. I am not a big Fig Newton. Sorry,
next
guys.
live show we do, I might have some Fig Newtons, and you eat a Fig Newton, and you bring something over I won't eat, and I'll eat it.
Ugh, okay. All right. We'll have to do that. Boy, there aren't a lot of things that I won't eat, and I would eat a fig. Yeah, anyway. And then I got issue 61. I needed that one too. Again, another John Buscema issue.
Dude, here. We didn't even talk about this because we know what each other got because we looked at it, driving home and whatnot, talking about it. I picked up 3 issues of Marvel Super Action where they reprint the Avengers, right, out of $1 a box. One of them is the reprint of 61.
Oh, is it really?
It is. It is. I got, because I'm like, I've got a couple of the essential black and white phone book things of the Avengers. And I was looking, and for some reason, volume 1, 2, 5, whatever, they're cheap. You can get them cheap. But volume 3 of the Essential Avengers phone book reprint is expensive for some reason. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so before I bought those 3 super actions, I looked online to make sure they weren't any of the essentials I already own, and they're not. So I'm like $1 a piece. I just really like them because of the artwork. And that one you showed is John Buscema. And the reason I picked it up is because it's John drawing Doctor Strange in his superhero costume with the mask on. And I've never seen John draw him before. So I was like, I got to get that. So
yeah. I'm going to be showing mine. I sorted mine out last night. We were kind of texting last night a couple of the pictures, and I'm just doing mine alphabetically. But so happens my very last book was my favorite pick of the night, and you'll have also my most expensive. So you'll have to wait till the end to see it.
Okay. Well, I've got literally 3 more things to show. So I saw this book looking through a guy's box called Nucla. Nucla, the first action-packed adventure, the greatest superhero on Earth. Read the exciting origin of Nucla. And it's from Dell Comics, 1966. He had issue 1, he had issue 2, and he had issue 3. He did not have issue 4. There are literally only 4 issues of this series. So one of the reasons I got it is I thought this cover looked pretty cool. I actually liked the character design. And the art is by Dick Giordano on pencils and Sal Trapani on inks. However, issue 4 is Steve Ditko pencils, Sal Trapani inks. Dennis, breaking news. Breaking news flash. Went on eBay last night. Purchased Nucla number 4, which
you found it.
Found it. Guy wanted $3.95 or best offer. I said $3 because the shipping was $3.75, and I wanted to keep it below $8. So I said $3, and he's like, sold. So I'll be getting Nucla number 4 in the mail next week. So I'm gonna do a Dennis, since it's only 4 issues, and hold off on reading these until it shows up.
Now that is cool stuff. So I saw, and I think you got those from Richards, right?
Yep, I got them from Richards.
So a shout out to Richards Comics. Richard Morgan's, he's a great guy, great owner.
Here I thought I was the only
great
nerd.
stuff.
Pop Culture has them.
He does.
Stuff. Nice find. Thank you, guys. Yeah, we did a good job. So anyhow, your turn.
Yep. And then Pop Culture also said that the old stuff is exploding in price, and he's right. It's basically any of that older stuff right now. It's just going crazy. So Andy already finished off his run. And of course, I'm talking about Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
So I wound up picking up 3 of my Captain Marvels that I needed. So I wound up getting issue 7.
What's the month below that 7?
That one is November.
That's my birthday issue.
It is. That was one of your birthday issues. That was Don Heck. And then I needed issue number 12, and I got these from Big Carl. And issue number 12 was a great issue. Dick Ayers.
Yep.
And then one of the other ones that I needed that I found yesterday was issue number 30. So, yeah, I think that's Al and Jim Starlin. Yeah, Jim Starlin and Al Milgram. They even somebody who I bought it from actually had written it all on the back, which is really nice. I'm going to be rebagging and boarding it anyway, but still, that was nice. Show
the front cover again of that one, because you had it off screen. Nobody cares about your face. We want to see the book. Oh, yeah, okay. Yep. I remember that one.
Yep, that's the controller. Yeah. So, and that's cool. So, and that's one, I don't even know if I've read this one before. I know I didn't own it before. So, kind of excited to find that one.
Cool. Well, I'll end off. I'll hide my best book that I got behind this one. So I picked up Tales of Suspense 95. I have a few of these, and I was looking, and I have 92, and then I have 96 through 99. So I want to fill in that gap, 92 to 96. So I got 95. I'm not looking for super conditioned books. So this was $18. It's a nice shape. The big problem is it has a crease right down the center from when they folded it for mailing. I love this cover by Gene Colan. Gene Colan did the interior art as well. I mean, that cover is just so dynamic. You don't see covers like that as much anymore. But the big book, and Dennis was there to help me out with it. So I said Tales of Suspense. I've got up to issue 99. What happens after 99? Captain America 100. He gets his own book. I bought that a few months ago. But the big one, I finally got my Iron Man number 1. it's in nice shape. The only issue, no pun intended, with it is there's a coupon in the back of the book that somebody cut out, but it does not affect any of the story pages. There's an ad page on both sides, so that drops it in value a lot, so I could afford it. The guy was telling me that the coupon was inside, and I think Dennis can vouch for this. The book might almost be double what I paid for it. So this is a treasure for me, and even though it doesn't have the coupon, it'll still go up in value, and I'm good with it. I read it last night. That is a cover. I tell you, if I had the time to just draw whatever I wanted because I didn't need to make money, I would do variations of First Man on different iconic covers, and this would be one. I would do First Man in that pose. So Hyper Kaiju says, streams like this make me want to go to my local comic shop and thumb through back issues. I know. I'm glad there's not a convention every weekend, or I'd be screwed.
Yeah, and that's true. I do too. We've got a couple of them in town that you can flip through. It's just a lot of the good issues we can't find. I was on the hunt for a few this week and didn't find many in the shops themselves. So moving along, I wound up. You all know I've been picking up Defenders, so I found a few of the Defenders. There was a gentleman there that I hadn't bought from before, and it was right when we were getting ready to leave, and I started flipping through, and I'm like, oh, he's got a few books that I wouldn't mind. So the few that I needed that he had, this is Defenders 41. This is a great cover. Hopefully I can get the light off of it. Doctor Strange, that's just cool. This is a Sal Buscema issue. That's a great one. I think most of these are going to be Keith Giffen. So, and of course, that's issue 42, which is the first appearance of Capistan. And then I got 52, 53, and 54. And the Prince and the Power.
Nice.
I really can't wait to read these. I need some more time because I'm still trying to get through this week's new books.
I know.
53 and then 54. So yeah, there's some good stuff in here. So that was great. Let's see. Con's going on big time here in Texas. One this weekend in Hearst, and next Saturday in Weatherford, and more coming. I know, and Texas is wide open, so you guys should be having fun at your conventions. I know Andy and I, he booked the hotel. We are going down to MegaCon, so that's the big one that we're going. And then Heroes here in Charlotte, it's usually over Father's Day weekend, but there was still concern for the COVID and stuff. So it had gotten canceled again. Well, he decided to do one. Shelton was there. So we talked to Shelton Drum and November. So they're at least doing a 2-day one at the convention. Shelton is. So
which Heroes, really,
we'll call it Heroes Light.
He usually does a 3-day show. So, he's not even cutting it by a lot, it'd be different. 4 days down to 2, but it's only 3 down to 2. I know he'll have some artists there. I'll set up there and stuff. It's not going to be nearly as many artists as the normal Heroes Con, but it'll be nice to have a 2-day con here in Charlotte in November, day after my birthday. So that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Dennis will, of course, buy me some nice comics for my birthday.
Sure.
Avengers
we'll
1.
go with that. So you know who did these. So I filled in a few of my old.
Oh, wait. What issue number is that?
That's 108.
Oh, that's Mary Severin still, I think. Marie Severin.
That's Herb.
Oh, Herb's already started.
Well, I think they both were in it. I think Mary and Herb were in 108. I wound up getting 113, which is just Herb. Yep. And then I got 114 because I needed that one. And well, again, none of these are like big key issues, but they're all ones that I needed, so I might as well pick them up. And then issue 117, which is a second appearance of the superhumanoid. So, yeah, all good ones. It's got leader in it. Anytime it's got leader.
Jay Lee, I appreciate it. We actually just got our banner for the Dennis and Andy show. We took it to the show yesterday, set it up. It's got a nice QR code on the bottom to scan, along with our business cards to give out. So thank you. I appreciate that. Pop Culture says, found some bunny mask at a show yesterday.
Yeah. Yep. So there were 3 covers, the green one, a white one, and then there was it a retail? It was either a retail incentive or an exclusive cover. I don't remember which. So I got one of each.
Oh, nice. Look at you.
Yeah.
Go. You read it. Thank you for checking. We highly appreciate that. Cool. Well, that's the haul. I mean, I got a bunch of dollar books too, but they're not worth going through.
Iron Man 31.
Big Sabu Buscema cover.
Yep. And then I got 62.
Ooh, Gil Kane cover.
It is. And then, I didn't have one of the ones, and we've all been talking MODOK, which I haven't seen yet, so I'm going to watch it, versus MODOK. That was actually, I remember this. I haven't owned it before, but I do remember this. And then I've got to give a shout out to Jackson. I wound up, it's a little bit better of a copy. So this is Marvel Tales.
Oh, yeah.
And I bought it from him because the Marvel Tales was kind of cool. I thought I owned it, but I found out I didn't. And it's a reprint of X-Men #1, Strange Tales #1, Avengers #1, and a few other ones that were in it. These are lower grade copies, but because it's got X-Men in it, I have to own it. So Jackson brought this for me. And while I was flipping through Earl's stuff, so I got 2 of them.
Are you freaking kidding? I didn't know you bought 2 of them.
Well, Earl had it, and this was $5. And I'm like, for $5 for that, I will spend $5 on that all day long. I got 2 of them now, and I'm good with that. One was 20, one was 5. I'll take that 5 as a little reader copy. It's not in as good a shape.
I'm trying to remember what book it was. There was a book I bought. It was only $1 book, so I don't care. There was a book I bought that I realized once I was kind of organizing stuff last night. I was like, oh, had it. But, it's $1. Who gives a shit? So
I know. So then I did get a couple of Marvel 2-in-1s, the annuals, 1 and 3. That one,
nice.
Which is awesome. Liberty. I love this cover.
Yeah, man. Kirby.
And then, of course, Nova, and it's Richard Rider. So I'm like, and they were both in really nice shape. And I'm like, again, these were in the $5 bin from Earl. So I was like, yeah, I'm doing that. I'm definitely doing that. A shout out, 2 cool things. This one is a variant cover. Joe Sweeney from Gatsby's Comics gave this to me because he knows I'm a big Phoenix fan, and he found that cover. And then he goes, hey, for your wife, you guys got to check this out. They printed this for a customer, so he wound up getting Susie one.
Oh,
check that out. They made this at the printing shop, and it's a baby Yoda. This is absolutely awesome.
It's adorbs.
Yeah, so thank you, Joe, for the great stuff yesterday. That was really nice. That is just awesome looking.
That's cool.
One of my favorite buys yesterday, because I'm finishing off Silver Surfer first run, I needed my number 7.
Nice.
Yep, John Buscema. Come on. Oh, yeah. That is just great stuff. And it's not bad. It's got some spine roll and stuff a little bit on it. But all in all, it presents very well. It's great. I picked up a really low grade of issue number 6 for Star Trek. So this is definitely my reader copy. But I'm waiting for it. It came in the mail. I bought issue number 2, yes, photo cover, 7.0 slabbed one. So that should be coming in the mail this week from Shortbox. I got it from the Shortbox app.
Nice.
Artists from Scout Comics were there, and I got a few. Oh, that's awesome. picked up the Electric Black and Cherry Blackbird. So I wanted Cherry Blackbird this week. Nobody had it. It was sold out. They didn't order many copies. It says people were buying up all the older silver and bronze wall books. Yep. Bummer. Had I known that, man, I probably would have had you get me a Cherry Blackbird. They were sold out here.
He said he got a few signed copies. Maybe he has an extra one that he could part with.
Wow. We may have to talk if you've got extras. Only if you got extras. I would never ask anybody to give away one of their prize comics.
Well, I wouldn't ask to give it away. I'd ask.
No, I'd buy it, but just saying. That's cool. Yeah, because we even went to Heroes, and they usually have a lot of them. And when we went there, I'm like, oh, wow. They said, yep, they were already sold out. So, well. Yep. So next up, I got some Strange Tales. This was a good day for older books for me. I wound up getting that one's issue 165, which is the first Voltrog. And, it's Steranko.
Dude. You can't go wrong with Jim.
No, that is just awesome. 1968. Big Carl, I got that from him. And 168, another really nice one.
Nice.
So, yeah, Nick Fury, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Now, you guys are going to laugh, maybe.
Oh, God. I saw that. I'm just like, are you effing kidding me? Now, I do have one, but I've had it for a long time.
All right. So, just FYI, I was flipping through it. It is still sealed in the original poly bag. Take a guess what I spent on this, Andy. Take a guess. $5. That is the right answer.
You spent
$5. I'll buy that any day for $5.
You spent $4.50 too much.
I'll tell you, when it came out and it was a hot thing, we couldn't get them in. I spent $150 on my copy back in the day because our comic store ordered 100 of them.
On that exact same book back in the day.
Yeah, because it was the big thing. Our comic book store ordered 100 of them, and they got in 10 because they were allocated so much. And so the price shot up. Back in the day, if you guys remember inside the ads, I wound up going through New England Comics, I think it was, and it was like $150. And that's what I wound up ordering my copy in because I couldn't get them.
Wow.
Yep. To continue on, Tales to Astonish.
That's
this is a low-grade copy, but damn, this is a great, great story.
That's good stuff.
Oh, look. Jay Lee. I got mine day one and still I have one sealed and one open. See, that's why we get them.
I'm pretty sure I still have one sealed up. I might have spoke too soon. I'm pretty sure I do, but it's also not something if I don't, I'm going to be like, oh no, I got to go get one.
All right, now I filled in. So Big Carl had a bunch of, and Earl, they had a bunch of old Thors that I needed a few of them. So this one's issue 143, first Vorsong, and nice. Magner and Brona, and so let's see, Spirit of Talisman and Mutanus. So this one's got a bunch of first appearances, although they're all very minor characters.
Right.
But I mean, it's Kirby stuff. I mean, this was classic. This is an iconic cover. I didn't have one.
That one is awesome.
It is
awesome just because of the cover. Hey, looks like you guys should chat.
But I can try my X and grab it. Yeah, if they've got one, see if you can snag one for me and then hit me up. And then I'll shoot you some money. Yeah, this is a great cover. And it's low grade, but I don't care because I want to read it. I really want to read it.
Hello, Michael.
Michael joined us. See, I'm glad at least some of you guys got notices. Like I said, this was totally impromptu today. And come on, Destroyer.
God damn, that's another great cover.
Some Destroyer. Jack Kirby Destroyer stuff. I mean, come on, that is stuff Legends is made from.
You have to, and I'm not kidding, put those aside to bring over Wednesday because I want to look at them.
Okay.
Yeah, I really do want to look at Adam. Those Thors, just the Thor.
Yep, just the Thors. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, and then I wound up getting 161.
No.
Another. This was a cool cover. What was I going to say? Because this is Galactus. This is part of that Galactus storyline, which is awesome. And then I picked up 163 versus, what were the little baddies? The Mutates or the Mutilates or something like that.
Something like that. Mutates.
Yeah, so we've got that. But I also wound up picking up, I'm missing some of the annuals. So they got the Gray Gargoyle. There's the number 3. So that one was cool. I didn't have. They had number 6, and I got this from Earl. I think all these were from Earl. So I got 6. That's the Guardians of the Galaxy and Korvac, which, of course, we all know about the Korvac saga now. And then issue number 8. That was really cool. Again, John Buscema artwork. And then Chris Claremont wrote this one. So that was awesome for me because I'm a huge Claremont fan. And then here's another one. My last Thor is issue number 10. And it's got a few, again, minor appearances, first characters and stuff. But these are all fun reads. I remember reading these back in the day. And when I downsized, I got rid of them. So one of my coolest ones, I'm actually going to open this one up.
Oh, no, he's opening it.
I know, right? So everybody knows I'll get X-Men books, right?
Of course.
And yes, I already own it, but just the way I love it. Let's see if we can get you guys to see that.
Yep. Dave and Joe.
Joe Cochran and Joe Rubenstein. Look at that, guys.
Or Dave Cochran.
Signed right in there. I love this book. Now, I prefer to get my signatures and stuff like that in person, but if something like this just pops out at me, yeah, I'm a sucker. I'm going to do it.
What issue number was that?
51. Yeah, 151.
Yeah, I love that stuff that Dave and Joe Rubenstein did. Those guys made a magical team.
It did, and it was good kitty stuff, kitty pride stuff. It's good.
Yeah, no, that's really nice stuff.
Jay Lee, as much as that Superman is great, my fave is the wedding album. Due the day after that's cool. So you got a personal story attached to that book. That's what I like to hear.
I got that one. Yeah, I like that one too.
So one of the books I wound up going out chasing. So we had a few books that I was kind of looking for. I don't go speculate a lot, but there are certain ones that I will. And this is one that I did. I found one reasonably priced copy, which is funny because a year ago, this is Venom, Lethal Protector, Part 4, because this is the 6-issue miniseries. And I mean, like, literally a couple years ago, you could find the entire set for $10.
Right.
But the reason this one is if you guys have seen the trailer for the new Venom, which is going to be, Carnage, we know Riot was in it and stuff. Well, this is the first appearance of Scream and the first appearance of Riot. So, just be aware that this is, if you guys are speculators, that is a really, really, really cool book to find right now, and it's going up. So the guy had $2 on it, and right before the show, he put $8 on it. And of course, it was still one of the cheaper ones in there. So it's one of those instant value books.
That's so funny.
Now, this one is near and dear to my heart. Welcome back, Cotter, number 2. I've already got number 1. I loved this TV show when I was a kid.
Welcome back, Kotter.
Ooh, Mr. Cotter, Mr. Cotter. Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, Daniel, you missed out, buddy. It was yesterday.
Oh, we talked about it on the show. Daniel, you must have missed the show.
Yep, we talked about it.
Yes, it was his first one. Well, go back and when we're done here, because we're almost done, go back and watch the entire podcast. I'll have it up pretty quickly, and go back and then see it. But Sam Finley put it on. It was the first one up in Spartanburg, so it was an hour and a half round trip. So well worth the trip to go see everybody.
Exactly.
My favorite pickup of the day. You know what? I'm just going to take it out so it doesn't glare.
Oh yeah.
So Mr. Carl, Mr. 7-foot Carl, he got me. He had this on there, and I bought so much from him. He gave me a really good price on this book. Issue number 118. Yeah.
What's the first page look like? Let's see.
Kurt, you want to see it?
Yes.
Because they had, in this issue, Captain Marvel, the world's mightiest mortal, and the world's mightiest ship. Also, Iblis the Invincible and Golden Arrow. Because this is when they had, multiple stories.
Oh, that's nice. Classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
And for the most part, it's got a few issues up on top, and, if we're looking at Grader's notes, it's got some chipping. Kind of looks like the old Marvel chipping, but I mean, this is an old book because this one came out 1950. So yeah, this is an oldie, but it really had some good stuff in it.
Wait, your wife could have bought that brand new then, right?
Thank God she doesn't listen to our podcast. Yeah. So yeah, that was probably my biggest pickup of the day. I didn't pick up any mega huge comics, but you guys from the DC Fawcett side, I love Shazam. I love Captain Marvel. That was just a really nice find in nice shape. So yeah, that was great.
Michael, Carl's awesome. I hate looking up at him. Shut up. He's one of the few guys you have to look up at.
He's probably the only guy.
Yeah, he's like the only guy you have to look up at. So
because Michael, he's like 6'7" or something like that. So I have to look up at Michael. But then when Carl comes in, I have to really look up at him. And it was so fun. When I used to do shows, we used to do big stacks of, because we used to bring statues and stuff. And I'd bring a stepping stool so I could get up there. Well, whenever Carl was my neighbor, he would come over and he'd be like, well, do you need some help with that little guy? And I'm 6 foot, I'm not exactly tiny, and then I'm like, sure, Carl. And he just reaches up and takes off the entire top for me. I don't even have to stand on the stool. Love Carl.
We should do a picture of Carl, Michael, you, and me lined up. And it would go.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, 6'9". I was wrong. I shaved 2 inches off.
Oh, I got to look up at Carl because I'm only 6'9". Man.
Yeah, well,
Whatever.
I'm 6 foot and I can't dunk a basketball.
I'm 5'10" and I can't either, unless it's a child's rim. Then I crush it. I crush that little plastic rim beneath my fingers.
Yeah. Well, that was it for my books. I wound up with like I said, a pretty nice stack for those of you guys that just joined in. You'll have to go back in. So I wound up with a pretty good stack of books. It filled in a lot of holes for me. I still have a lot more to go. And my wife goes, really? You're still buying more? Aren't you done yet?
I got my prizes
think that
right
ever
here.
goes away.
I got my prizes right here for people just joining like Michael and Daniel. So I'm good. I did get a smaller stack, but that's the prize from the day. So is that one for me. So
they were great covers. There were some really good books. So X-Men 94, Giants, X-Men #1, your first 20 in the X-Men, your keys on Fantastic Four, Hulk 181 is still skyrocketing. It's pretty amazing. There were a lot of books that we really have seen. They keep making jumps every show. They're going up in value. This is great.
Yep, it's good stuff. So we just thought we should pop one, go over our stuff. So yeah, that's about that.
So we will be, why don't you tell everybody about our Monday show, Andy?
Monday night, we have guest John Beatty joining the show. He is inker extraordinaire. He's been working in the business for, dare I say, 40 years. He's been in the business. John has inked all the greats, George Perez, Mike Zett, Kelly Jones, Jackson Geis. Oh, so many to think about. He's inked me before. He's done so much work. He doesn't do as much in comics anymore, but he is definitely one of the stalwart best inkers in the business. So he's joining us Monday at 7 p.m. And then just a heads up, Wednesday we will not be doing at 5 o'clock because I will be heading out of town. So we will be on either around 3 or 3:30. So stay tuned when we actually nail the time down so you can see it. And,
and you guys did ask, by the way, if we had seen The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. So we sat down. Well, I watched it the other night. Andy watched it last night when we got back. So, yes, we will talk about that Wednesday, but it's an early show.
We'll talk about The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. It's the first movie in the Conjuring series I have ever seen. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, yes. Are we going to Terrificon? Terrificon is beginning of August up in Connecticut. I can pretty much say probably not. That's a hell of a drive. And it's really close. I mean, it's within a few weeks of MegaCon, and doing long drives within that shorter time frame is difficult. So we're going to MegaCon, so we'll be there. I'll have a table as an artist. We'll have our banner up. I'll have, of course, a banner up. So we'll be in MegaCon and Heroes Con for sure. And if anything else pops up, we'll let you know.
Yeah, Daniel got an interview at 3, and that's why we record them, so you guys can go back and watch them in its entirety whenever you want. We did talk to JT yesterday, another vendor. I didn't buy anything from him yesterday, although I did look at his stuff, but he asked Andy and I to come in and do a live broadcast. They're doing it's charity work. It's a charity comic convention in October, and it's to help the homeless, because they kind of got rid of our tent city, and there's an entity, a business in town that's helping with all of that. So it's basically like a big charity fundraiser where it's he's going to have bands, like 2 DJs and like 3 or 4 bands outside all day. Inside is going to be comic books, food and beverages, but it's going to be lots of comic dealers. So we're going to be set up there. As we get more information, we will let you guys know. But it's a really, really great. It's a great idea and a great charity. So yeah, if I'm going to try and make it, Andy's probably going to be there. So we will know more as it gets closer.
There you go. Oh, Michael, that's not nice. Who could spend that long card? Andy? Dennis can. That's who, because he's a man, unlike you, Michael. Ooh, burn. That burn was so hot. That's how hot that burn was, Michael. So we will be back tomorrow night, Monday, 7 p.m., interviewing the legendary inker John Beatty, talking about his career. Good luck, Daniel.
Good luck in your interview, bud. I know what a lot of the teachers are going through right now. So good luck. You don't worry. You'll get a good one.
So we'll be talking to John, talking about his career, talking about our time sharing a studio together, and much more fun. So we will see you guys on the flip side tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining us.